Welcome, viewers, to the first edition of Bigby Breaks, a spot where I reveal convincing new evidence as it relates to the most important stories of the day. You might want to eat dinner and take your medication because our subject is weather modification. A hotly debated topic, the climate among weathermen and women is on a spectrum from we need to stop cows from farting to the earth is just killing parasites, much like we do with lice. There is no time like the present. I hope you enjoy this presentation, and may God bless those who love Him. HAARP is an acronym for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, which, when you think about it, seems a little forced. The most documented HAARP installation is in Alaska, but there are HAARP arrays installed all over the world. Basically, it is a bunch of antennae pointed at the sky supplied by 5.3 gigawatts of power. I'm no scientist, so to learn more about why on earth they would ever construct such a thing, let's listen to someone who is.
This facility was built by the Air Force about 20 years ago to study the ionosphere, to do active experiments in the ionosphere. The ionosphere is a layer that surrounds the Earth at about 100 kilometers up to maybe 2,000 kilometers. It's important for a lot of things like satellite communication. Any kind of radio signals that pass through the ionosphere are affected by the ionosphere. Each of these trailers you see around me have transmitters in them. The transmitters feed power from the main building over there up into these dipole antennas. And basically there are 180 antennas radiating high frequency waves up in the ionosphere. It's a big ham radio, a big HF radio, the biggest in the world. Fundamentally what this is about is taking the ionosphere at 100 kilometers up and turning it into a laboratory. We can do experiments. We can create bubbles, we can heat small sections, we can create waves, we can excite plasma resonances and do a lot of experiments. We can transmit signals all around the world. We can study effects of the ionosphere. It basically makes the ionosphere a laboratory, and we can do experiments that no one else can do. It's a laboratory without walls.
Now we are all caught up, so for those who didn't know, you will be able to see why this is relevant. Remember that map I showed you earlier? The one that showed all the known HAARP installations. Pay particular attention to the one located in Area 51, just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, and remember that location. Ladies and gentlemen, as I live and breathe, this is what I captured only yesterday, May 31st, 2019, as I was waiting for my Philly cheeseburger with corn nuggets from the grandstand. My first reaction was, what the hell is that? As someone who earns his living from work completed outside, I check the radar often. This time it was like opening radar into the Twilight Zone. It had to be a glitch, so I texted Little Red to check the radar over Nevada and tell me what she thought. It wasn't long before I got a call from our landline. What the hell is that? Was her greeting, to which we wondered only briefly. After having confirmation, my rider's mind leapt straight to weather modification, with Cobra planning their next strike to rule the world. Go Joe. So I resolved to keep up with things throughout the day as I traveled greater Kansas City saving people from the rain. The following is a compilation of video over only the next 4 hours after the anomaly, unedited save for continuity purposes, so I apologize in advance for the ads. As you can see, right after this burst of Lord only knows what that spanned nearly 18,000 square miles, many small storm cells erupted everywhere across Nevada and the surrounding states. These were not short-lived pockets of fury as they continued to grow in intensity and proliferation. Whatever this anomaly was, it spawned many weather events after it, in a field that was once clear of any activity moments prior. I have no doubt that the Lord led me to catch this moment, which is in my mind clear evidence of weather modification. This couldn't be particulate matter delivered by aircraft, The distance is too great to cover in as short a time as a jet could manage. It wasn't a solar flare, as NOAA is declaring a solar minimum and activity from the sun is negligible. It is no coincidence that there is a HARP array in the area. This didn't only affect the West, as any weather disruption would continue along the jet stream and disrupt weather patterns across the globe.
It wasn't supposed to rain this weekend. I just checked the weather yesterday, and it was supposed to be sunny all weekend long. I had a ton of work I needed to do. I wonder, what could have changed to make this happen?
That was taken the day after in southwestern Missouri. Don't take for granted that there isn't a bigger world than what we might be aware of. And most of all, don't forget that there is a God who created you that is bigger than anything. And if you will only trust in Him, no matter what the enemy may throw against you, it will be turned against them. Thanks for watching, and remember to always stay in the way.